Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more EVE Online. In today's video we are gonna take a look at an Amarr option for the Triglavian scout hunting, which I'm actually really enjoying at the moment. It is something that is pretty damn fun to do. So let's go to Chunka. I usually am pretty lucky when it comes to finding scouts over there. You can see with the amount of orcas that are currently in Dital, we're probably not gonna find any here. It's actually pretty amazing. 45 people in local, lots and lots of people mining in Dital. Quite nice to see that development, but yeah, the prophecy should be a great option for that Triglavian scout hunting as well, missiles and drones. The biggest drawback I would say is that it cannot have 5 large drones out. It does have the drone bonus, but not being able to field 5 large drones and then using like tracking links with tracking speed script, I'm not sure how it's gonna do. So that's why I put like 2 Berserker IIs here, and then I'm gonna add the Valkyries just to get 2 heavy drones and then 3 medium drones. I think that's gonna be the best possible DPS in this case. And there we go. We immediately have some Blood Raiders still here. Good God. And then some Raznaborg Damaviks. Someone asked, how do you get them on the overview? Because they've been having some trouble descanning the, let's see, invading precursor entities is what you want to find. And I think if you go for the open overview settings, then here in the entity tab, then the I, let's see if I can find it, invading precursor entities. I think that's the one you have to check on. I myself use ZS overview and have basically not had to do anything in order to find them. So let's see if they're nearby. They're actually in very close by, so they should be close to our planet. We can immediately go like that, I guess. Let's see if they're at the planet. Nope. Let's see if they're at one of the belts. That's a no. Next belt. Scan. Yep, there they are. And so now it's in the green. Warp within 20. Okay, well, as you can tell, once you get them on the D-scan, it is not that hard to find them. I feel like I am getting better at using the D-scan now that I'm actively doing this activity. One advantage that the prophecy should have is the extra mid slots, of course, now with a Stasis Webifier. And oh damn, I still have the probe launcher. You really should put a salvager in the extra high slot if you can. It's just gonna speed up the process quite a bit. And this is actually a wormhole prophecy where I adapted the fit for it. So let's drop the tractor unit. Let's target these guys, and then first targets grabbed, and then I'm gonna use 2 heavy drones and then add the medium drones. Normally they should be able to track this without too much trouble. Oh, and it's 2 and 2. That's the max I can do. Man, I almost think it might be better to just go with 3 Berserkers then. And you can see their DPS is not insignificant. So we're gonna start our armor wrapping right now. I'm also not cap stable. Luckily, it apparently goes up to 5 Damaviks, which this should be fine, I think, to handle. Now, my missiles don't do that well, but of course, most damage should come from the drones. That's the first one down. They're choosing the starving, so we're gonna whip. We're gonna add the missiles. Shield's gone decently well, and hits up to 328, and then a Berserker misses. Okay, all right. Yeah, 386, that's not bad. Now you can tell, look at that DPS, it's also going to keep increasing. Of course, the longer they fire at me, the more damage they actually do. They're choosing this one, perfect. You can see my tank, just to take 2 medium armor wrapper, cannot keep up with the incoming damage. So you do need a little bit of buffer, which is why I think that battle cruisers are actually perfect ships for this activity. They've got at least better speed than battleships, but they also have a little bit of bulk so that you can survive you know, the destruction of 2 or 3 of these Damaviks and then slowly creep back as you destroy the final ones. So 2, and now that one is down. I think at this point we should be fine. We should start to see my armor pull back a little bit. Then one problem that we could encounter is if a second scout patrol would drop right on top of us, that could be a real challenge because of course we're not cap stable, and you can clearly tell that they are slowly breaking my tank. So Overall though, yeah, pretty good performance. Look at that. Sometimes when I'm a little bit lucky with the hits, they do quite well. And all of these guys are down. Deploy your salvage drones. Press F to engage them, and then you can target the individual wrecks. Quick scan. Oops, you can see, yep, there's already a new patrol in the system as well. So let's see if I'm fast, and let's see if they drop on us. So that's one wreck down. We'll do that. It's nothing good. And scoop to cargo holds. And next up, keep an eye on your armor. Once you've got it all back, you will want to stop your repping. Just one more. Okay, gonna start looking for them then maybe. Let's see if they're nearby again. Nope, this time that's not the case. They are within this range though. So we'll go like that. Let's see if they're over here somewhere. Chunka 8, yes, that's good. Gonna keep an eye on them this time. Got it. Return to drone bay. Let's see. That's all of them. I have the mobile tractor unit. Yep, okay. Let's get back to this one. We set 8. Let's gamble on the planet. Warp within 20. Nope, they're no longer there. God damn it. Let's see if I can... I can still stop my warp, I think. Yep, okay. Gonna go back for... like this. Not visible. Like this. Yes, they are. So should be somewhere else. Yeah, sometimes they move quite quickly. There we go. But this has... look at that. It's covering quite a bit all of a sudden. So... we can go like this. They're not here. Like this, so it could either be here or here, and I think we'll just take this planet. Why? It's got 2 belts as well, so that is in all likeliness. I mean, here you've got basically 4 chances: a structure, a planet, and 2 belts. It's much more likely than just the chance of either being at this moon or this planet, and I've never actually seen them at moons myself. So off we go. Let's hope that we keep them in scan. Drones are ready. Oh, and stop your armor repper. A mistake here. Right, gonna keep scanning. As this turns, I'm actually still seeing them, so in all likeliness, we will land on them. No, we don't. Okay. Let's see then. Not at this belt. Was it really the other belt? Was I... yeah, okay. Yeah, looks like it. So this belt it is. Warp within 20. And next one, you can see we get a lot less shields, a lot less cap, and it's 5 of them. So this is gonna be like a good challenge. This is about as hard, I think, as it can get when hunting for these scouts. So let's see if we can handle this or not. We should be fine. So, ooh, okay, it's a couple Sanja here as well. I thought for a second that we've got an extra big patrol, but no, 5 is still the maximum. So let's go. Deploy this. Start preferably with the renewing. Definitely start repping right away, because this is a lot of incoming damage. Renewing, okay. This time I guess I could try just 3 large drones. It's also using up all of the bandwidth, so that should be fine as well. And man, yeah, 313 hits sometimes. Those are pretty big hits, a lot more than the medium drones, and they're hitting quite okay as we're able to track these drones pretty easily. So let's get rid of that renewing, please. They're not attacking my drones at this point. Next up, we'll take the blinding. Let's go at the missiles, and now you can see first one is down, but 78%, 83% on 1 rep in the armor. So they are definitely breaking the tank. You do need enough HP in order to do this. But yeah, the Prophecy has that innate resistance profile, which is very handy. It can basically, with just a couple of modules, get to a really good tank. And then the missile drone combination is quite nice, but you can now see here Yeah, still 3 on the field. One passes right in front of the camera. And we're getting closer and closer to 50% HP. After this one is done, I think we'll be okay. On top of that, they're neutralizing. You can see my cap go down. So this is, I wouldn't say cutting it close, but yeah, if a second patrol spawns and comes over here, that's when we might end up having to run for the first time from these scouts. The king, I have to be honest, Drake Navy issue is still by far my favorite to run this activity, and it's just that good. With 2 of them left, even at full power, they ought to be at full power at this point. We're stabilizing. Once this guy goes down, we'll start to rep some armor back. So let's see if I can actually hit these guys. Let's web this one. I can. Yeah, these missiles, I thought that heavy assault missile launchers could be good, but they're maybe a little bit disappointing. I think I should also look into just rapid lights. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll get through a full stack on a patrol like this, but just the sheer DPS, and that should all hit at the right size for these small Damaviks, could be very interesting as well. That's definitely something to look into, especially considering that we don't get any missile bonuses on the Prophecy. In the meantime, that one is down. You can see we're still decently comfortable, 60% HP, and that went well. Quick salvage, take a good scan, and this time don't see anything. Any loot to grab? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, alright, not too good. Scoop to cargo hold, but what you should notice is, of course, this salvage coming in here. 1.4 million here, another million, another 1.7. So that helps a lot. Yeah, it's a good income in my opinion. I really enjoy this activity. You have to go a lot. You have to do a lot less traveling basically than in the classical exploration with the probe launcher, because once you find a system where no one else is hunting these patrols, you can keep chaining them. And this is the Prophecy, the pure Tech 1 Amarr option, not too expensive, and definitely does really well. You're not gonna like fully AFK this activity or anything like that. There's a bit of management to do. Gotta be a little careful because they will slowly break your tank, but for the size of these scout patrols, it is working quite well. Did I bring in the mobile tractor unit? Yes, I did. So we have just a little bit more salvaging to go, but that's another successful test. Yeah, battle cruisers seem to be doing just fine. Oh, and all right, we actually get the full test, except that this is now a small patrol. I'm actually going to return these guys because, well, they don't like salvage drones, and they like to actually destroy them. Get back to repping, get the drones out. Whip and missiles should have reloaded as well. Yeah, got a little bit more management to do here. And then let's go right after that starving Damavik. And this happens. This is basically the most dangerous scenario, is that you finish one of the patrols, you're still looting and salvaging, and the second one comes in with another 5, and you haven't fully recovered your armor and your cap, let's say. That would be the most dangerous scenario. But notice there's no point, so you can always bookmark a wreck and then run away, come back for the loot later, avoid these scout patrols. That's all part of the experience, which is actually very nice, I think. Yeah, learning to use the D-scan. This is basically a very good learning process for people that want to go into wormhole space, for instance. At least I believe so. So we've got this Rasenbor Damavik. Again, you can see even 3 of them slowly break my tank, but really comfortable, not a single problem. So that's gonna be the Prophecy test, guys. I'm going to clear this guy out, grab the rest of the loot, and then I will be honest, this is just to give you guys for like newer Amarr pilots an option. I'm gonna reship to the Drake Navy issue. It just does such a better job with the passive shield tank that for me at the moment, that is my favorite, my go-to ship for these scout patrols. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you next time.